Listen, we're multitasking here.
Well, hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
And are you trying to tell us something?
We got a lot of Disneyland news tonight.
Do we really?
Yes, did I not update you on
Nope.
all the Disneyland stuff for 2025 hit last week? So we're going to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
There's lots of stuff happening.
The only thing I know that's happening is you're about to go on the treasure in 2 days.
We will get to that. You always just want to talk about the treasure.
Yeah,
Are you obsessed?
It's the only thing I know about. It's not that I'm obsessed. It's just like
Well, then this is very important.
Tell
This
us,
time
Erin.
here is very important because we're going to fill you in on all of the Disney parks, Disney cruise news, and anything else that's going on. Okay, sorry, I was trying to edit a reel at the same time. Lots going on. All right.
Welcome to the news desk.
I brought notes. Do I look like Miss Frizzle today? That's what I feel like. I look like.
I don't know that reference.
You don't know who Miss Frizzle is?
You probably when you say it,
Educate him in the comments. How does he not know who you know who Miss Frizzle is?
I'm guessing it's Hey Arnold. Oh, wait a sec. Muppets. It's Miss Frizzle?
No, that's Nanny.
Nanny. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. What news do we have, Erin?
I can't believe you don't know that. Okay. Disneyland is celebrating its 70th anniversary next year.
I did know that.
So, of course, see, you did know things.
Know that.
I tell you things, they go one in here and out the other. Not most things, but Disney news sometimes.
Just tell the viewers that I'm a bad husband already.
You're a wonderful husband.
What else do we got
Okay,
on Disney news?
So it's 70th anniversary. Do you want to know what's going down for the 70th anniversary?
I'm guessing a castle redecoration.
So, of course, we're going to have castle decorations. It feels like Disneyland just celebrated something. That's because we celebrated
100 years of Disney.
100 years of Disney at Disneyland because we had just celebrated 50 years at Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Disneyland's 70th anniversary. It's a lot to keep up with. But they're celebrating from May 2025 all the way through summer of 2026. So it's a big, long celebration for the 70th. So they are going to have special branding. I say branding, special decorations, celebration colors, and decor for the 70th. And with that, they're going to bring a brand new World of Color. Do you know what World of Color is?
Is that their Fantasmic?
No, they have a Fantasmic at Disneyland, but at Disney California Adventure, they have the big water
feature,
and they do a whole light show and spectacular.
California Adventure. We walked by it. It's the one in the California Adventure.
A brand new World of Color, and it's going to be called Happiness, and it has. It features Inside Out 2 characters, Turning Red, Goofy Movie, and like a ton more. Like I think they teased Frozen and Little Mermaid and things like that too.
Sick.
So brand new World of Color coming, and then Paint the Night Parade is coming.
So it's their new nighttime parade.
And no, it's returning. So it's not new. It's just been gone for a hot second. So this is one of those light parades that they do at night. So it's going to have Toy Story, Cars, what else? Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, but everything is just spectacularly lit. So I feel like we need to schedule a Disneyland trip because I really want to see Paint the Night. Stew on it.
Erin, we talked about it over Christmas break and we decided not to do it.
But new stuff is coming. Okay. Well, we'll get back to it. Wondrous Journeys is coming back, and that was the nighttime spectacular that happens on the castle. That came back last year during the Pixar Fest. And then also returning from Pixar Fest is the Better Together Parade. And that happens in Disney California Adventure.
Yeah, I remember the Better Together Parade. I did hear some sad news. Whatever the parade is called, right?
What is it? You tell me. What's it called?
It's the song. Who's in it? All I care about is Merlin, and Merlin is the best thing that's ever happened to that parade. He's just like the best.
Magic Happens is not returning for 2025, and that's really to make way for all of the things that are happening with the 70th celebration.
As long as Merlin somewhere sneaks into some parade, I'll be fine.
I do love the really classic characters that they have at Disneyland.
Yep. This isn't a place for bad news. It's a place for good news, but...
Wait, that's sad.
It is sad. Like, I mourn it a little bit. Anyways, moving on. I've only been once, so there's a lot of mourning.
So that's like the chunk of the 70th celebration. So there's still like all of the normal stuff that happens at Disneyland. I feel like Disneyland has a lot more
Festival
little events that go on. So the highlights of the calendar for Disneyland is Lunar New Year is still returning. And let me consult my notes. That is going to be January 17th through February 16th. So a real short one. And then there's Food and Wine Festival, which is absolutely delicious. I really, really love it.
I didn't know that they had a Food and Wine Festival.
They do. It happens over in California Adventures, and that's going to be February 28th.
Their food is better in Disneyland.
Through April 21st. Just offering up those opinions today. I'm glad I've shown you the light.
Just every time. I was the one that didn't want to go to Disney World. She changed my life. I don't know. Changed my life that's a pretty steep. I mean, it has.
I mean, this is the bulk of what we make. We make videos weekly talking about Disney. It a little bit changed how you live your life.
True.
Okay. Then we've got Season of the Force,
which is dun 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 dun
Star Wars, and that's March 28th.
You were about to say Star Tours.
March 28th through May 11th. And then, of course, we've got Halloween and the holidays coming back. And that basically lasts from the end of August all the way through. They actually do their Christmas stuff into the new year.
I didn't know.
Yeah. So where Disney's kind of cuts off right on the 25th, decorations kind of linger and stuff, theirs kind of runs into the new year. But the things that I love that Disneyland has that Disney World does not have are the after dark events that happen, and these kind of are sprinkled in through February through June, July.
Can I name some of them?
Yeah, what are your ones?
Sweetheart Night?
Yes.
Is that one?
Yes, that's one.
90s Night?
That was new last year, and it's returning this year.
AKA Goofy Movie times 20. And then the nights of it's a Star Wars night, but what are they called?
They're Star Wars nights. That's basically what they're called. Oh. But then there's a couple of others that are sprinkled in, but the 90s night, I think, is wait. Was it 90s night last year, or am I thinking of Disney Channel night last year?
Oh, you might be thinking of a Disney Channel night.
Did not
Which might as well have been 90s.
I mean, but it's early 2000s in reality. You think about it. Cheetah Girls and High School Musical.
Was it really the 2000s?
It really was. World. It really, I mean, you're getting old, my love.
Yeah, 2006. You're right. I graduated high school.
Yep. So 90s night, that's going to be March 4th through the 6th. Here's the thing about those after dark events. If you are considering them at all, you have to be on the Disney website, logged in and everything to grab those tickets as soon as possible because they disappear really fast.
Just like you would be getting a virtual queue for Tron or whatever.
You need to go to 90s night?
Babe, there's no way we're going to make it to March 4th or 6th, just being honest.
I don't know.
Spring break is the following week.
Stranger things have happened.
Gosh, no, we cannot go.
Oh, that's all of my Disneyland news.
Oh, that's great.
That's all my Disneyland news.
Well, what's the other news?
I want you to tell people if they've just been to Disney World before and they've never explored beyond Disney World, what are 3 reasons that they need to go to Disneyland?
Pirates.
What kind of pirates?
No, Pirates of the Caribbean is just better. Mm-hmm. It's longer. It's better. I also had a friend that has some insider information, and that he said that Disneyland is built for the attractions and Disney World is built for the crowds, which you can see
you think about it.
When you go to Disneyland, you feel it. So I would say Pirates is better, hands down. I mean, you've got Batu, which is awesome. Like, you've got some of the nostalgic stuff that you would see at Disney World. I also think Cars Land is very magical. Like, I think, like, California Adventure. I also think the fact that I can walk from California Adventure to Disneyland and not hop on a transit is one of the coolest things. Now, I love Disney World. Like, don't tempt me with a good time is the current saying that I have of daily. But I would say Disneyland currently is our favorite park. Do I have aspirations to see Tokyo Sea? You bet your bottom dollar I do. Paris, it's a once, and from what I hear, it's a one-time thing, and you're like, cool, this is great. And then Hong Kong.
And Shanghai.
Oh,
man. You know what? At this rate, we just should take that private adventure on the jet that Adventures by Disney offers.
There goes the rest of our retirement life.
We don't even have that much in retirement. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, we'd be paying the credit card debt from all of that.
We don't even have a credit card debt.
I'm just saying.
In case you don't know, there is a Adventures by Disney trip that offers a private jet to every single Disney park in one trip. It's about a 24-day trip. I want to say it's around about. But you start in California and you make your way to Japan, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Disneyland Paris, and then you end in Walt Disney World. But along the way, you do get to see a couple of cool things like the Taj Mahal and the Eiffel Tower and some major icons like that as well. But per person,
it's like $100,000.
It's over $100,000. It's close to like 120 per person.
Yeah, you can buy a small rental property for half that.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure in a small country town you could buy 2 rental properties for that. Anyway, it's crazy that's how our brains
work. Hashtag getting old.
But
okay, so speaking of Disney Adventures,
but Disney Adventure, the cruise ship. So that is releasing next year in 2025. If you're like, wait, I thought there was another ship releasing in 2025.
You would be correct.
You would be correct. The Disney Destiny is going to have its maiden voyage in November of 2025, and then right behind it is going to be the Disney Adventure. The only thing that's not the only thing. The main thing that's really unique about the Disney Adventure is that it is setting sail out of Singapore. So the Disney Adventure is not like any of the other ships.
Mm-hmm.
It was acquired through another company that was building a ship and ended up not being able to keep it or use it or something like that. So they have retrofitted.
Just like your sneakers in your closet.
You shut your face.
You just spoke about that so casually. Yeah, I couldn't use cruise ships if Disney bought it. That's the way it sounded.
But I mean, it's
true.
I mean, but they've seen that we're really interested in cruises. The fan base is really taking off. So they've taken this and it really has a completely different flair from all of the other ships. It's built to be the attraction. A lot of these people don't have a park nearby. I mean, Hong Kong would be the closest part, but when you start to look at distances, it's not close. So while there is not going to be a lot of destinations, this is not a destination cruise. This is you get on it. It's, I think, a short 4-day cruise.
Oh, okay.
And there is a roller coaster.
No way.
On this cruise ship. There's a lot of different interactive elements and characters and just a whole nother vibe on this ship where the ship is the main experience. And I feel that with like a lot of the Disney ships already, but this is like next level. But that is going for sale now. You can book the Disney Adventure. You can actually book it through the vacation year, which is really exciting.
That's kind of wild.
So
when does it start?
December of 2025.
So we get the Destiny in November, the Adventure into our Adventure in December.
Yeah.
And then maybe another Triton class.
And then they have like 4 more, I think, that they are projected to build in the next few years. It's very, very crazy. But yeah, you can book the Disney Adventure now, which is really exciting.
That's kind of cool. Oh.
And then next week, the Polynesian Tower opens. I feel like they've been building it forever.
I mean, I remember us going, we got a reduced rate room at Polynesian by some kind of deal or whatever. And they were still building it last year when we went with Christmas. Like we went for like a 1-night stay at the Polynesian just because
we could.
Yeah, we've never been. I lost my favorite hoodie, but it's fine.
The trauma.
The trauma
that you have from losing that sweatshirt.
But they've been building it for what? a year and a half at least.
I mean, but yeah, so it's a new beautiful tower. It looks very different than the rest of the Polynesian. It is it is initially built for DVC, so it's studios and suites for DVC members. But of course, we know if those aren't all booked up by the DVC members, they are also mixed in with the regular rooms and can be booked through your travel agent.
Cool.
So
That's great.
it's a really cool thing to try out. They remind me of the new suites that are at the Disneyland Resort.
What, like Pixar or
No.
like what?
So the Disneyland Hotel built a brand new tower and it opened this year. And it has beautiful studio rooms. So these
cool.
are very reminiscent of that. They've got a brand new pool, brand new splash pad, a really great view of the castle, of course. The Polynesian is one of those that's on the monorail. So if you want to stay in one of the newest rooms on the monorail, that would be a great one to book.
Also, the Polynesian has probably the best quick service with lunch. Like our meals in general, Dole Whip.
Yeah,
by the dozens.
They have Dole Whip.
It's
where
not all you
only
can
get
eat, but you can buy it.
Oh, it's so good.
And then, what was I gonna say? A Dole Whip. Oh, Trader Sam's.
Trader Sam's. If you can get into Trader Sam's,
It's easier to get in when you're there because you could just like put your name in and hang out at the resort versus like, oh, let me just
go to Trader Sam's. Yeah. If you haven't tried Trader Sam's or you don't know what Trader Sam's is, ask in the comments. People will fill you in.
Okay.
Or will fill you in.
We have talked about a lot of news, but the most pressing and most up-to-date news is the Treasure's maiden voyage is technically a couple weeks away, or
not even. Well, yeah.
It's like
21st.
a week. The 21st. You were going on a special preview cruise with your travel agency. They're already doing preview cruises and media cruises. What are you most excited about?
All the things? Can I say all the things? Yeah. It's really hard to pick one thing when I think about what I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see the overall theming and what they've done there because it is so drastically different from the Wish, and the continuation of how they're going to change that into the Destiny, which we won't talk about so we won't get confused. But I'm really excited to see the new Moana show and the way that they have kind of morphed that from the screen to the stage. And then I'm also really excited to see the new Coco experience. So Plaza de Coco. I think the aspect that I would like the most about the Treasure that I'm not getting to experience is getting to enjoy all of the features on this new Triton class ship over 7 days. Because the thing that's the greatest about this is you'll get 2 nights in Plaza de Coco, 2 nights in Worlds of Marvel, where they're gonna have a group show, but they're also going to have the classic show that they offer on the Wish. You have 2 nights in California Grill. You've still got,
California Grill 19.
Why do I keep calling it California Grill? There's like a glitch in my head. 1928. But then you've also got Pirates Night. There's Bippity Boppity. You could do Palo. You could do Enchante for your specialty dining because you know, like you can change it all up if you've got those, like you've just got so much more time to enjoy the whole ship. And I think that these newer ships are built with so much to entertain and do that you feel kind of rushed on the Wish. So I think that the biggest feature that people will enjoy is having time to fully enjoy all of the aspects of the Treasure.
That's a great point. We've talked about this. Like we went on a 3-day Wish cruise, and the Wish is awesome, but it felt so fast because it's 3 days, but really it's 2. Yeah, and it really is. Like if you don't get on the ship at first thing on the boarding side, it's 2.5 days, really.
Right. Well, and I mean, especially if you do one of the stops at Castaway and you get off and you do anything off the boat when you really could be staying on the boat to do other things. So it's going to be really nice. I think people are going to appreciate having all of that extra time.
Yep.
And they're going to go, how did we ever just do 3 or 4 days on the Wish?
I'm excited. I think we should take a 4-day wish cruise. Also,
I think we should take a 7-day treasure cruise.
I knew she was going to say
that. Christmas is like in a couple of weeks.
And your birthday following that. So, well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. Let us know if there is Disney. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
Let us know if there is Disney news that you're like, hey, I've kind of heard something about this. What's up with that?
I also think that if you have any questions about the treasure as you are...
Let me know what you want to see. I will be leaving in 2 days to head down to Orlando before we board. So let me know, what do you want to see? Not even 2 days. By the time you see this, it's going to be like one more day. So let us know what you want to see on the treasure, and make sure you're following our accounts on holiday travel, and then also the Vacationeer, because that's my job to be posting there.
Well, until next time.
Bye.